We're gonna jump to smoking lounge, little dude. What's up, y'all? 4 minutes into 4:20 here on the West Coast, Northern California, Stockton, California to be exact. Y'all get y'all last in this smoke session. We're gonna listen to this first beat and let the stream load up correctly. We are gonna play some videos for you today, as I am gonna have to film in a little bit. This may be one of the last chances I have to film here in Stockton, so y'all stay tuned. Make sure you visit change.org and vote.org to make a difference in your city and state. Sign for petitions on laws legalizing businesses and community programs in your city. Once you get the city, then you get the state, then it goes to the nation, the feds. This holds true for community programs such as the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, Planned Parenthood, so many other government-funded or nonprofit community programs. Please make sure you do show support. All right, I'm gonna grab my coffee. We're gonna get ready to smoke a blunt, so get y'all ass ready. The blunt made a drink a couple. Now it's unmuted all of a sudden. Ooh, rebuke it, God, in the name of Jesus. This is not how I'm trying to spend the end of my life. baby. Somehow already over 202 diamonds on the tagged app. This is now the third or fourth live stream. 202 diamonds does equal out to about 54 cents or 52 cents, excuse me. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. This collection of beats so far so good, just a little bit slow for my taste this early in the morning. What's up, y'all? 4:30 a.m. here in the West Coast, Northern California, Stockton, California to be exact. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning here in California. We about to check up on y'all foul ass government. You know what I'm saying? See what they got to say. I think the army went in there and punked our government, or my fucking podcast work. It looks like ABC says the House voted overwhelmingly Monday to increase COVID-19 relief checks to $2,000, meeting President Donald Trump's demand for bigger payments and sending the bill to the GOP-controlled Senate. Ooh, Senate. Remember the Senate, y'all? The Senate is where the Democrats first proposed the $2,000 checks in May 2020, but it was shot down. Proposal being proposed by Senator Bernie Sanders, who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in protest and was arrested for protesting before for equal and civil rights. Senator Cray and Senator McCray, which I believe Senator Cray is a brown-skinned woman. So I want y'all to know that the Democratic Party is not just a welfare party. It is the very diverse, lower working class, melting pot minority party. And you should all be considerate that if we are the richest, the wealthiest, the most technologically advanced country and business smart and business savvy country, why is it that we do not have things that other countries have, such as universal health care, free health care, okay? Public education, free education, public transportation and homeless housing, rehabilitation programs in every city, every state, as well as city jobs, federal jobs, city jobs, state jobs, stuff for people to do for construction workers, hard labor, community service, even office work, even elderly work. They do have caregivers and EMTs and things like that who do in-home care for elderly people and things like that insurance covers, but all insurance does not cover that, and all elderly do not have help. You know what I'm saying? So we're wealthy, we're technologically advanced, we're medically advanced. Y'all make it normal, new and normal for us to be working together in the name of progress and sustaining and protecting life, as opposed to the opposite. Again, I want to encourage you all to visit change.org and vote.org to sign petitions: justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for Ahmaud Arbery, justice for Vanessa Gillen, justice for Elijah McClain, justice for Jacob Blake. Okay, under the George Floyd Act of 2020, investigate all local and state departments in every state that a Black person was found hanging in the year of 2020 for racially fueled protocols and practices within the ranks of law enforcement. There's so many things that are important to us as Americans. And I don't want you guys to lose sight of that, no matter how many instrumentals we play or how many votes they take on the stimulus check before they pay us. Just know that it's very, very, very important that we all do what we can, where we can, when we can.
To $2,000 meeting President Trump's demand for larger checks, but the outcome is uncertain in the GOP-controlled Senate. Yesterday, President Trump finally signed the bipartisan pandemic relief deal already approved by Congress. This also narrowly avoided a government shutdown. The bill includes $600 stimulus payments, enhanced unemployment benefits, and more money for small businesses and vaccine distribution.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
What? That didn't tell us nothing. It said that Donald Trump signed for the original $600 check to be distributed to Americans, but it was not distributed yet. Instead, the House held a vote on whether to increase the benefit amount to $2,000, in which the House did approve for it to be $2,000. So now the state now has to approve it along with the federal so that it can become a law and distributed. However, hey y'all, how many of y'all know what I'm about to say? How many of y'all been to this show before and y'all know my attitude and what I'm about to say? Y'all ready? Donald Trump orange bitch ass promised us this check in May 15th, 2020. That was 7 months ago. Americans across this nation were expected to live off of unemployment ranging from 25 to 50% of what every American used to make, unemployment assistance, and this $1,200 stimulus one-time payment for 7 months. Mind you, in the United States of America, in most places, you have to make 1.5 times to 3 times the rent. Here in the great state of California, you need to make 3 times your average rent in order to be able to rent a home without a cosigner. Do you know that the average rent for a 1-bedroom house or apartment in the state of California ranges from $1,000 to $1,300 in cities populating over 250,000? Do you know that? Do you know that 3 times that is $3,000 to $4,000 a month? Do you know what minimum wage in the state of California is? It's $12. Yeah, unless you work for Amazon, you make $15.25 or 18 something and you get bonuses. But everybody's job don't do that. Hello, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you for my love, my hearts, my reactions, all of that. We just restarted some of the cameras. So welcome back. We on the XXX Underground sites, Facebook, YouTube, as well as the Tagged App Live. Thank y'all for being here every day and making me a top streamer. All of that, all of that, all of that. So that was okay. That was some okay news. I didn't really like that though. So yeah, they're not selling us anything. Basically, what our government is doing is extending and extending and extending the vote for the stimulus funding. It is not looking good. Donald Trump could have been sending us out some money. after 3 months, there should have been another payment. There shouldn't have been a passing to a different season without some type of funding or assistance or program for Americans to follow, following the economy being shut
Trump
down.
has signed the coronavirus spending and relief bill. Democrats are voting on, well, they already have voted in the House to approve $2,000 direct checks to Americans. This is what Trump demanded. And Democrats have delivered. They voted in the House today, and they have agreed that Americans absolutely do need $2,000 direct checks. Now, there were some blue dog Democrats who voted the wrong way. I'll get to them in just a second. But I do want to remind you all that in a video posted to Twitter last week, Trump called on Congress to increase the ridiculously low $600 stimulus checks to $2,000 and outlined a list of provisions in the overall package of legislation that he described as wasteful spending and much more. He did not mention that the $600 stimulus check came from his Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, but nonetheless, he called for more direct aid to Americans. And Nancy Pelosi took him up on that offer. The House in favor of that today. Now the bill goes to the Senate, where Mitch McConnell needs to bring it to the Senate floor for a vote. Now, remember, Mitch McConnell is not in favor of providing relief to Americans. He wasn't even in favor of $600 direct checks to Americans.
First of all, we have premium. I don't know why I'm watching commercials right now.
Dollar direct checks to Americans. However, Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue, the two incumbent senators in Georgia, are facing a runoff race. This could certainly hurt them if they vote the right way to provide relief to their own constituents. So we'll see how this plays out. It's unlikely to pass in the Senate, but politically speaking, this is a bad.
Okay, so they're saying some of the senators are still voting in Georgia. They're still arguing and fighting. For those of you who don't know, in the past 4 years, 4 to 8 years, Georgia has seen the most increase in minority ethnicity and Black political leaders in the state of Georgia, including Black women in court. I don't think it was Supreme Court, but Black women as judges in the court, in the courtroom, and as I want to say mayors. So big election, big runoff in the state of Georgia. Very important. For those of you who are familiar with the Black community and education, you would know that in Atlanta there are some very prestigious,
Trump has signed the coronavirus spending and relief bill. Democrats are voting on, well, they already have voted in the House to approve $2,000 direct checks to Americans. This is what Trump demanded, and Democrats have delivered. They voted in the House today, and they have
sheriff on the 85 South show with DCL fly
$2,000 direct checks. Now, there were some dog Democrats who voted the wrong way. I'll get to them in just a second. But I do want to remind you all that in a video posted to Twitter last week, Trump called on Congress to increase the ridiculously low $600 stimulus checks to $2,000 and outlined a list of provisions in the overall package of legislation that he described as wasteful spending and much more. He did not mention that the $600 stimulus check came from his Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin. But nonetheless, he called for more direct aid to Americans, and Nancy Pelosi took him up on that offer. The House voted in favor of that today. Now the bill goes to the Senate, where Mitch McConnell needs to bring it to the Senate floor for a vote. Now, remember, Mitch McConnell is not in favor of providing relief to Americans. He wasn't even in favor of $600 direct checks to Americans.
He has got to get the fuck out of his seat. He has got to have a better job. Now, look, goddammit, I know y'all see it says premium right here in the corner, and they still making me watch these stupid ass commercials. I should choke YouTube the fuck out, honey. And then they put a skip button right here that don't really skip.
Direct checks to Americans. However, Kelly Perdue and Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue,
Kelly
the
Loeffler
two
and David Perdue.
incumbent senators
Okay, that's
in
not the
Georgia,
point.
are
The
facing a
point
runoff
is,
race. And
Nancy Pelosi of the Democratic Party is the one who's kind of been lobbying to try and get the stimulus check cleared and pushed and distributed. Everybody keeps voting and approving and passing bills, but the bills don't get passed in the House, or they don't get passed in the state. One party disagrees with the other. Major issue in all of these debates and arguments is Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is a Republican, and he is the one who has been declining and declining and declining and declining and influencing decline for every stimulus package since April 30th, 2020. The second stimulus check was supposed to be for $1,200, just like the first one, but another bill was proposed to increase it to $2,000. Then after that, two more bills were written in the amount of $1,200 before finally we dropped down to the $600 amount, and then Donald Trump at the last second pulled for the $2,000 amount. Needless to say, 7 months since the first one, it seems like every other month they have a new stimulus package, and they don't have answers for Americans. Pandemic unemployment assistance, the unemployment insurance funding, bonuses that they have been sending out for every week has been ceased to a halt twice already. Once in, I believe, August, and then again in November, now continuing on into December. Eviction protection also expired twice for those on housing type of programs that didn't get to continue receiving their job income, so they could no longer make their rents and didn't qualify for unemployment, or was not making enough unemployment for rent. Was eviction protection. And for those who got laid off and wanted to be rehired, or for those who got laid off, a new job, or rehired and then laid off again when the economy shut down again. A lot of independent contractors, barbers, nail salons, etc., and restaurants. That would all be under the payment protection plan, which is what Donald Trump claims is the thing that he's been fighting over for the past 6 months, was the payment protection plans, how to get small businesses and corporations, mainly corporations, a way to hire back their employees despite the lack of revenue and profits. Needless to say, the economy has been shut down twice. The stimulus check has been changed every other month, the bills and proposals. Now, all of a sudden, at the end of the year, we have mysteriously a $600 bill package, as well as a $2,000 package, both approved by the House. The Senate already pushing the $600 bill, and the last thing they needed was Donald Trump. So now that Donald Trump has signed the $600 bill legally and lawfully, the government needs to issue and distribute the $600 check immediately, and then taking a vote on the next stimulus check to be $2,000 into the month of January. Like I said, back in April, we were told of a stimulus check the first week of April. The economy was declared shut down in a quarantine March 31st. We had our stimulus checks in our bank accounts by April 15th. So if it is Tuesday, December 29th, 2020, 4:48 a.m. here on the West Coast, Northern California, Stockton, California to be exact. That means it is 7:48 a.m. in Washington, D.C., and we have started Tuesday morning with an already approved and already signed $600 stimulus check package. So I would assume and I would hope that those checks are being dispersed and distributed today. Americans should be receiving them direct deposited by Friday. If that be the case, the only reason we would not get them sent out today would be if the House and the Senate pause stimulus funding to further deliberate and vote and debate on whether to raise the $600 check to a $2,000 check. So that is your stimulus check update for this morning. Yeah, I don't know if y'all want to listen to beats or y'all want to watch some videos. We did have what was it? Female rap instrumentals playing earlier. Y'all got about 10 minutes before I start checking the sunrise and if the sky is pink or not. And that sounds funny, but I'm filming videos this week. So, and this is the last week of the year. It's a lot of big decorating going on. I know I even bought some decorations that I'll be leaving behind here, whether I leave or not. So, big day today, y'all. It is Tuesday. We should be receiving the $600 by Friday. Or if we don't, we should probably sue this country for financial distress and medical pandemic risk. You're risking us all to lose our homes and safety and shelter during an airborne disease pandemic. So we should definitely sue the government for crimes on American soil, health crimes, civil crimes on American soil. Okay. Any other questions? I don't know why I know all these things or feel all these things. Probably because I work really hard and I don't like getting my ass kicked for no reason. Government. All right, beats it is. We have a vote for beats. Much, much, much love. We're going to let the first beat play. I'm going to run and take a bathroom break. We're going to come back and get into the smoke session. It is 4:51 a.m. here on the West Coast, Northern California, Stockton, California to be exact. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all ready? Y'all lucky I don't got no volume in my voice, honey, and I got all these waist trainers on. I don't know how to sing in 2 waist trainers. I will if I hit this blunt though, that's for damn sure. Fast. I'll remember saying hella fast if I hit this blunt. It's beautiful, but not. It's beautiful. It's big, but it's not better. The drama in song is alright. Why that look like Missy Elliott? Oh, like a light-skinned Missy Elliott. Light, but not that. Like a red bone Missy Elliott. Wildin', smoking on this blunt so I can't be freestyling. Get your ass up, you know I was born on an island. It's too early in the morning for you to be eyeing me like that, so stop trying. Haters can't be me, stop trying. You haters don't know me, stop lying. Say something. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Hey, hey, wait, I tear my fucking hair up before I get on set and do this makeup. I cannot throw my hair out of line or I'ma be fucked up wasting hell of time. Hey, I can't be doing that shit. Hey, I can't be doing that shit. Hey. Alright, get y'all ass up. Get some orange juice. 4:59 a.m. y'all. 39 minutes in the 4:20 here on the West Coast, just on the brink of 5 a.m. Good morning, y'all. $600 stimulus check. I'm waiting to find out if they sent it out today, which they should. The only reason they wouldn't, y'all keep an eye on the White House. Make sure they're not arguing with the state Senate about the $2,000 increase. I appreciate y'all. You're beautiful. Your soul is beautiful. Your energy is positive. You're important to me, your community, your family, and your friends. And I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and making me a top streamer. All of that. Make sure you follow.